And good evening to everybody. Welcome back to, I don't know what it is. Is it part 9 of this crazy Newcastle save? And just as I switch on, I'm getting a data error from YouTube. So you're probably going to be experiencing a bit of lag. I hope it sorts itself out very, very soon. I think my internet has been absolutely fabulous lately. I can't understand why this has suddenly happened. I'm going to test the speed and see what happens in terms of the speed test, because it might be YouTube's end. That sometimes does happen. It's taking its time preparing the speed test, which sometimes happens too. But I'm going to crack on. We have got, as I said, 141 goals so far, and we are still top of the league, but only on goal difference from Manchester City. They are staying with us as we try to move through this season. The transfer window, as you know, has closed, and we are in good form. We had this blip against Tottenham and West Ham, but we are in good form. We've had a couple of big wins. Basel was 7-0, and we beat Celtic by 5-1. Reading in the cup we did away, but then we beat Nottingham Forest 4-1, and so things look back on track. We've got Manchester United next. I'm going to test the speed now, and hopefully everything will show that it's okay, and it's probably at YouTube's end that we are having problems. Although it is very, very slow loading up things here, so it might be at my end. I do apologize. Everything was fine until I actually pressed the overlay off. And as soon as I clicked the overlay off and everything came up, it actually started to go wrong. But hopefully everything will work itself out quite soon. If it doesn't, I'll have to abandon it for tonight. There's nothing I can do about it. We've had a couple of internet problems. The speed test is actually pretty good. In terms of download, it's extremely good. Probably the upload might be problematical given the speed it's connecting, although the ping was very, very sharp. And yeah, I'm getting good internet connection my end, so I don't understand it, but I think it has recovered. Okay, drama over. Let's hope we are going to get more drama as we go into this game. We're going to be playing Manchester United. They're in 4th. It's not going to be very easy, but we want goals. Okay, it seems to be good to me as well. So at the moment, I think it was YouTube's end. It does happen. Sometimes it's not to do with me. Sometimes it is to do with YouTube, and it might be YouTube that's done that. So originally, I'd gone with him and selected pretty much the team that he had selected. He's now changed his mind. That's just typical of my assistant manager. He does tend to change his mind. I'm not sure about having Bajcetic as the right back, and so I might actually put Van in there and put Bajcetic in for Landerson, and we'll switch over Bajcetic and Neves then. I think that's a much better balance to the team. I mean, look how Bajcetic has come on this season. Absolutely amazing how much he's progressed. Looking for a fullback who will play there, and I think probably we'll put Landerson on the bench instead of the Velociraptor. So that's probably a more balanced way of looking at it. I need big game from Van. And if Peterson is fit, I'm going to actually put Peterson on there as well. Probably not the greatest idea. We'll switch those back and put Van there. No, we're going to put Peterson in. I have more faith in Peterson. He's a much, much better player. I want to win this game against United. And everybody's happy, despite the fact I changed the team about 4 times. But everybody is happy, and away we go. Goals, goals, goals. That's what we want. We need 61. We are favourites, all the best. Our home form is important to us. Very, very important to us. Let's go out there, win this football match. We've got a very, very strong team playing today. And there should be no excuses for not winning this football match. I haven't done any research on Manchester United. I am going to take out the midfielders. I generally tend to do that. Not those two. But I generally tend to take these boys out. Seems to help in terms of the way that we're playing. They are playing, yes, I have done a little bit of research. They're going to play Route 1, which is why I have the line set to standard. Who knows what their Route 1 might look like, but we've got to be good enough to beat them. We always struggle against Man United for some reason, but let's hope today we're not going to struggle and that we're going to be putting together a good performance and we're going to wipe the floor with them. And at the moment, we should be in key highlights. Yes, we are. At the moment, it's fairly even Stevens. Not much has happened. United have got the ball. I expect that to happen because we are playing with this direct style of play. But I expect us to be able to score goals as well. And we have great players out there up front. They went through a very sticky patch a little while back, but I do expect them to get some momentum back now and start winning football matches. And that's one of the reasons why I like to make sure that their centre mids are tight marked. They're playing with Ten Hag's 4-2-2-2, which is quite interesting. And we are playing with this mad WM formation with just one centre back. But it's okay. It seems to be doing okay for us. We're conceding goals, but we are scoring a lot. 141 is quite a lot at this stage of the season. Quite happy with that. And a chance goes begging there. Totally irresponsible taking a shot from there. I don't know what this is supposed to show me. I really have no idea what that is supposed to show me. We are totally dominating this game. Despite the fact that we're losing the possession battle, we look more dangerous. And it's been a good start to the game. We need to get a goal, though, with all this possession. And we have got a goal. And it's Peterson, of all people. I did, play with that, as you saw before the kickoff. And he has come up with the goods. And it's 1-0. We are beating Manchester United. I want to move away from City if it's possible in the table. Winning the league is still important. We still have a job to protect. And I'd like to move away from City. We are expected to win the league, funnily enough. So I'd like to get some distance between us and Manchester City and the chasing pack. Not happened so far. City are obviously playing extremely well. And there's a chance for United. Instincts paid off. They did. I could not... Kylian Mbappe has got injured. Should be able to play through it. I worry about that because if he's going to be out, then it may affect how long he's out. If I leave him on the pitch, then it may affect how long he is out, and I'd rather take him off at this stage. He doesn't look that unhappy. He hasn't got an injury, widget against his name. So at the moment, And they are trying to run at our defence. I've really no idea how my assistant works that out, because I've only seen a couple of highlights from them. Unless he's in the dugout listening to their staff. He's just got one ear on what the manager is actually saying in their dugout. It's the only reason I can actually find that he would know that. Seems to me, looking visually, they're passing the ball. They had a really good chance there. And so far, it's okay. We're 1-0 up, but United are starting to create chances now. And they are not looking brilliant in terms of finishing, but that could change. We need to do better, boys. Chance creation is the thing. We've had 6 shots, 4 have been on target. That's not enough. We need to be creating more. You can see we've lost the momentum a little bit. But I can't do anything other than manipulate the lines. So I'm wondering if they are trying to dribble more at us, that we should... I think possibly what I can adjust in here is that we'll just pull that down a tad and see if that actually can prevent them creating chances. If they're dribbling at us, running at us, that might be causing the problem, that high trigger press, and we don't really need to do that. So we'll just see if that makes a difference. Might even be, if they still create chances, I might even just take it off a little bit more. But it looks better now. We've got the ball and we seem to be back in control. Jesus, Aber at the heart of my defence again. What a player. What a player he is. And they're all brilliant players in this squad now. It's hard to see how you could actually improve on the squad. Very hard to see. Mbappe skips away. And can he get a cross in? Yes, he can. Is there anybody on the end of it? Yes, there is. Akim Gray has made it 2-0. And I think we are going to get another victory here, unless things go pear-shaped in the second half. I did think that the reason that we might be losing the highlights was the fact that my assistant, how he knew, I don't know, saw that they were running more at our defence. So having that high trigger press probably wasn't a good idea. And we took it down a notch and we went 2-0 up. I know they're capable of better, and we need to do better in terms of our goal tally. I don't think we need to do anything to the opposition instructions. I think we completely bossed the game, really. Our XG is not great. They're not great chances that we've had, but we put them away. And we are really bossing this game at this point in time. My forwards are getting tired. Mbappe probably does need to come off. And let's not give away a goal now, boys, and put the manager into a state of frenzy. Let's get another one. Our shape looks very good. And what's surprising is how well we have been defending. That's really the biggest surprise I have, how well we've been defending. We are 4th best in the Prem. We're not the best, and obviously we're not going to be playing only with one centre-back. And they have made a substitution. I don't know who he is, but we'll check on him. And when we go and make my substitutions, I'm going to bring Mbappe off very shortly. And possibly one or two others. But everybody's playing well, apart from Florian, who's not decided to turn up today. But it is time to go and make a couple of changes. Give some boys a game here. And Florian Wirtz is not playing very well. So Landerson. Actually, that's not his best position, is it, Landerson? Can I move Neves up? Probably better to move Neves up to centre mid. And Mbappe we will replace with one Airy. Everybody else looks okay, looks fit. And I do want to have a look. Oh, they've made quite a few substitutions. The right back, we won't bother with him. Who is this geezer? It's a very, very good player to come on from the bench. 23 years old. Very strong. I really don't want to type mark him, but just probably turn him onto his left foot. He's a very, very good player. Wonder how much he's worth. He's not for sale, but he must be worth probably getting on for 200 million, I'm guessing. And then Nico, we will type mark Nico. We're set to go. And Manchester United really haven't caused us any trouble at all. They haven't been that dangerous at all. They've had 6 shots. They've had 3 of them on target. They probably will get a goal before the game is out. But hopefully we'll beat Manchester United. It's a big game to win this, because beating the clubs in the top at the top of the table is very, very important. Maybe I should have type marked him because he's just suddenly decided to cause me problems. But it was from far out, and they are looking like it, running at us. But we didn't actually engage with him until he'd gone quite a distance, and that's what I want. What have you got in your tank? One Airy? And nothing much. But we're still in front, still doing the business. Time to make some more changes. Akim Gray now has become very tired. I did think about putting Kamalo on the bench, but then I decided not to. That's a shame, because this is an opportunity now for Kamalo to come on and have a few minutes. I still have a soft spot for him. And is it 3? No, it isn't. And it's gone behind for a corner. Let's go and make this change. I think, yeah, he is quite tired. I'm going to put one Airy. This is where I'm going to struggle. And Lauren can only play on the right. So what I'm going to do, quite sneakily, is put Davis up top. And Lauren, Davis, Neves, Musiala, one Airy then will play up front. We just need to keep an eye on who gets the most tired from here on in. But hopefully we are going to score. And hopefully it's got to be another one. Not this time. I was hoping Jesus Abba might show up at the near post there. Chance. Oh, another chance. Another corner. We've got the better of them now. I think it was just a simple little tweak we had to make, and that was just to come off the trigger press a little bit. That was the only tweak we needed to make. Jesus Abba, there he is. He's so good in those positions. I think he's scored a lot of goals this season, Jesus Abba. Probably in this save has become the best central defender in the world. What a player. And knew him as a youngster in Coritiba. And we're now pretty much out of sight. I think now I can go and make my final 2 changes. Got 1 or 2 players. Jesus Abba actually is very tired. Could bring him off and bring Borja on. Lauren is very tired as well, and Carioca can come on and play up front. And so 3-0 against United. I think this is going to be a good result. I did, Saul, and I really don't know what I watched. I don't know how that happened. That is the beauty of football. Had it gone the other way, I wouldn't have been so happy. I was absolutely so, I just couldn't believe United had given that 2-goal lead away. And I was just so despondent. But then it just, the whole thing reminded me of, oh, they've hit the post twice there. The whole thing reminded me of that 1999 Champions League final. Like, last minute, just total defiance of the opposition. And that's what it came down to. Total defiance of the opposition. They were not going to allow them to win. Mason Mount is a bit of a threat. So what we're going to do is close him down as well. We'll just close him down. Try and stop him making those passes. Whoever it is marking him is not getting tight enough. And I think we are done now. Did you watch it, Saul? I've not seen anything like that in a long, long time. That's all I can say. And fair play to Maguire, playing up front as a striker. I mean, fair play to him. Did an awesome job for his one area. It's 4-0. That's another goal, and what a strike! And that's good news, because goals are a bonus, which should take us to 165 now, and just simply put United away. They cannot live with us. I just wonder how this team is going to fare in the Champions League. How is this defence going to do in the Champions League? When I tested this with City, of course, who did the 202 goals, Manchester City lost in the semi-final to Real Madrid by 13 goals to 5 on aggregate. So I'm not sure this defence will do particularly well in Europe, but we'll give it our best shot. The trouble is, there's not much I can play with in terms of tactical manipulating. There's very little that I can do. I cannot change the shape. I cannot change the formation. I cannot change from attacking. This is how it has to be played. So we'll see how they get on. It's a very, very good team full of great players. But sometimes if the tactics got big holes in it, it doesn't matter. There you go. We were about to concede one. And it doesn't matter how many great players you've got in your defence. Eventually, there's going to be a hole open up. And they have scored. It was pretty poor defending out there. I wonder who that was. It was Borgia. Of course, we haven't got Jesus Abba on the pitch now. Borgia made an error. He should have put that out for a corner, but 4-1, we'll take that. As long as we score more than the opposition, the manager's happy. And then he can tell the players he's happy, and the players are happy. And now we have gone 3 points clear of Manchester City. All to play for. And I think we have Europe starting again. Mbappe is going to be out. I should have taken him off earlier, and then it would have only been 1 to 3 days. But we have Leeds first, couple of Premier League games, and then we got Manchester City in the FA Cup. That'll be an interesting game. Then Watford, and then we have our first Champions League game. How far we'll get, I don't know. But let's go and set up for Leeds. First off, I want to rest the players, as I always do. But Mbappe doesn't need a rest. We'll rest Waneri. And we'll rest Peterson, who I'm not quite sure what he's doing down there. So we will give these boys a rest. I don't think there's anybody else, is there? Where are Leeds in the table? Jesus Abba. I mean, I don't know how many man of the match awards he's had. Where are Leeds in the table? It's games like this I worry about. Leeds are 14th. Game we should be winning. Leeds are going to play Tiki-taka. Interesting. They're going to be playing in a tiki-taka, are they? So what that means is I need to lift my line up. So we're going to push my line up a little bit. And Mbappe is not going to be fit. Waneri is, so Waneri can come and play on the left. And who have I got on the bench that's worthwhile? Could put Steam Match, Cedamar. Cedamar can come on. I'd like to give possibly Kamalo a bench place here, but I'm struggling for left wingers for some reason. That doesn't really make sense. I could put Arwell Davis up on the left wing, but just for now I think I'm going to keep him. I'm just going to keep him at left back. He does play extremely well as a left winger. And I'm also wondering if I should rotate the team for this game. My assistant is a better person at rotating teams than I am, so we'll be led by him. Did watch it. I was happy for Maguire. Yeah, I mean it was a crazy game. I never saw that coming. Never saw it coming, and for me, we were out, like totally out of the competition, gone. And I just was very despondent, thinking that we just can't get any worse than this. His form has been good, but shall I give him a try? I don't know how he's going to take to it. Yeah, he's okay with that. His form has been good, except for the last game. Waneri, not so good. We're not going to praise Waneri. Steam Match could be better, could be as good as Arwell Davis. That'd make him a good player, and could be good as Guehi. So some very, very good young boys coming up. And let's have a quick look at this. Not very good. They are pretty poor, actually. Interesting that they are playing with the tiki-taka. It could be that it's not so much of a tiki-taka as a kind of wing play. And you can see that they do have these inside forwards, inverted wingers. You have these two boys coming in. They're going to play narrow, and they're going to focus on these narrow areas. So as well as what was I going to say? As well as we're going to, what I'm trying to say is we're going to try and close these two down a little bit, just to stop them playing on the corners of my penalty area. So, something I learned against West Ham in the Ipswich save, that's the way to do that. I think I learned about it before that, but used it to effect in the West Ham game. Yeah, absolutely he was. I think also Paul Scholes has got it right as well, in that he doesn't like watching his team. He really doesn't like watching his team. So Marcos Borgia, yeah, I'm quite prepared to go with this. Moscardo, Landerson, Wirtz, Veloso. Yeah, I'm quite prepared to go with this, actually. Given the opposition, I'm still quite prepared to go with that rotation. It's still a very, very good team. Van, of course, is one fullback. And then the other fullback, I'm going to bring on to the bench Nathaniel Wilson. And then we need to fill up the centre-back, Jesus Abba. Not sure about whether to put Jesus Abba as the centre-back. don't really have much choice because all my other centre-backs are playing on the field. Which means Steam Match actually will play instead of Wilson. And Andrew Hatch can sit on the bench. That's a nice call. One Airy. The Velociraptor, I think. If I can find him, he's playing. So it will need to be probably Karaoke for Nathaniel Wilson. Again, I'm lacking this left winger, aren't I? Lacking that left winger. So Mbappe, who's still injured, is he? Yeah, we're going to have to go without that left winger. Musiala could drop back. But I'm actually thinking, let's drop Musiala back. Let's rest Davis. And then we are looking for a striker. We're going to play One Airy as the striker. João Neves can come onto the bench. I think that's probably a little better. I know what will happen if I go without a left winger as a replacement option. That my left wing will either get injured or have an absolutely shocking game. I know what FM does, so we have to have cover for everywhere on the bench. And training is pretty poor, isn't it? Training is awful for a team of this. I did have in my Ipswich save yesterday afternoon, I did have a training report where no one got lower than 7. The worst was 7.0. And I've not seen that in a long time. That was something that absolutely shocked me. I haven't seen that in a long, long time. Chateauneuf, that's not good enough. You've got to do better than that. Got to do better than that. The other one, Guehi, we won't bother with him. I think he wants to leave. That's why he's probably not training well. I'm not going to upset him now. We'll just hope that he performs better. He's an essential member of this squad. And he's been a brilliant player for us. And Van is capable. So we're all right. Leeds is away. Attacking Leeds away is quite... let's tackle harder. And what we want to do now is we'll go to just before the game. We'll do it because I think it won't revert back then. Play with a high line. Make sure we cover the corners of the penalty areas. And then we'll be fine. We'll be absolutely fine. So we'll go to the dressing room. I'll just pop in to see my assistant. What do you want us to do? I'll add my 2 instructions. And we'll go back to tactics. And then I will ask both of these to just trigger press a little more. Just get in their face a little more, and that way we'll protect the corners. I suspect that they're going to play narrow. I suspect that the favourites for a reason. I suspect that they're going to try to get shots away from the corner of the penalty area. We're going to see, I guess, in the graphics on the tablet, that they're focused mainly down the flanks. But I suspect it's not down the flanks. It's not wide. It's just, there we go. It's not playing wide. I suspect they're playing in here by the corner of the penalty area. So absolutely what I thought. They are playing, according to the stats, they're playing down the flanks. But I don't believe it. There's the first one. The Velociraptor makes it 1-0. Come on, boys. We can do Leeds. Let's get some more goals going here. The Velociraptor makes it 1-0. So many good players. These players would get in, any one of these players would get into any team in the world at the moment, at this point in time, which I think is about 12 seasons on, 11 seasons on possibly. So that would make it 2036, 37. Any one of these players would get into any team in the world. And what a team it is that we've put together. There are good teams around, like Barcelona. Absolutely brilliant team, Barcelona. I think they're probably the one, along with Real Madrid, who we should worry about. So there are good teams. Manchester City in the Prem are a very, very good team, as we can see from the table. At the moment, we are 4 points clear now of Chelsea, which is quite interesting, but nothing's happening. Leeds are either defending extremely well or we are playing extremely bad, and I don't know what it is. We have a throw deep in our own half. Are we going to break from here? Need a good game from Florian Wirtz. He's been out of form of late. Really poor form. But that was better. Get stuck in there. And that's nice. Lauren, beautiful. Perfect pass into his stride. Can he get the ball into the box? Gets it back to Moscardo instead. Back to Lauren. Can we make it 2? It's into the box. Almost 2. And Leeds, as usual, are being very stubborn. I don't always beat Leeds. And they were like teams that there are teams in FM that you struggle against. So let's not get stuck in then. And Leeds is one. It's one of those brilliant goal by Lauren. It's one of those teams that always cause you a few niggles, give you a couple of headaches. But I think today they're not going to give me a headache. We're on the march, this team. And a lovely strike by Lauren. Saka-like that was. And into the corner. And it is now 2-0. And that is much better. Oh, we got a highlight from the kickoff. That either bodes well or not well. Usually results in a very good chance. Is it going to result in one for Leeds now? Or are we going to stay strong at the back? I very much doubt we're going to stay strong at the back. So it is going to result in a chance for Leeds. They are through, but we've cleared it. But what an error. What an error by Marcos. And he just planted it onto the foot of the striker. And it's now 2-1. Highlights from the kickoff. When you play key highlights, something is going to happen. Usually a goal for the opposition, and it was a goal for the opposition. A dreadful error by Marcos. Oh, Marcos, I need to tell him to focus a little bit there. Focus, boy. That was just not acceptable. And Florian Wirtz has a shot. Not quite as effective as Lauren, but at least we are still in front. The Leeds always give me this headache. I don't know why. I think we've pretty much stopped them from using the corners. It would be interesting to see more highlights, which might show if we've done that, but I think we pretty much have. We haven't seen any crosses from that area. We haven't seen anybody shooting from that area. Might be yet to come. And obviously key highlights, I haven't got a clue what is going on. Except I do know we've got to stop making mistakes. But that was a prime example of how we stopped the player using that narrow the winger using that narrow edge of the penalty area. But we've let them in again. Are they going to score again? They have scored again. It's 2-2 now. Leeds are still causing me problems. And this team better not come into the dressing room smiling. This is not acceptable. And they are going to be told. It is not acceptable. It's a rotated team. It's not my first team. But this is a team. Borgia, the shocker there. This is a team that, again, these players would get into any team in the world. This is just simply not acceptable for a team of this quality. And they need to be told. I am far from pleased. Musiala has been awful. So has one area up top. And the goalkeeper is having a shocker. I'm not happy. Enough said. Let's go out and try and stop this. The goals have not come from Leeds being really good. They've come from 2 bad errors. Borgia, though, still is on a 7. I don't know how he's quite managed that. And I'm looking at the inverted fullbacks. Apparently, they're playing quite well. I don't understand the ratings sometimes. It's up front we are really playing badly. And it means that having decided to rest a few players, I might not be able to do it. Typical of FM. And here's Landerson making a break, though. Can he get it? Oh, it's hit the post. It's hit the post again. We nearly made it 3-2. You guys need to do something very quickly. You need to do something very quickly. Borgia at the near post can't do a Jesus Abba. And it remains 2-2. This will not be good enough. I want to open up space between us and City. We've been so much better than Leeds. We just have been terrible up front. Looking at the chances we've had, it might actually stop this. And I want to go and have a look at our shooting. And we can see Waneri actually has only had 1 shot. He hasn't got it on target. Lawrence had 1 on target. It's Florian Wirtz. It's in midfield where we're wasteful. Borgia has had a couple of headers. So, I don't know. Maybe to tell Florian Wirtz to shoot less often. It might be him that's wasting good opportunities. I don't think we're doing anything wrong. We've just had a couple of dreadful defensive errors. This is like 2-0 up, giving the lead away. We're going to go behind here, are we? They've hit the crossbar. Oh, FM, what are you doing? How can I solve this? I can only use the lines. And again, it's Leeds coming forward. I'm going to take a chance. I'm going to pull the lines back to try and stop them getting in behind. To give my defenders more time on the ball as well when they receive it. I just hope that that's the issue. As Florian Wirtz has scored. I just told him, shoot less often. And is he going to be given offside? Though he did look a little bit offside, I have to admit. He did look a bit offside. Oh, it's been awarded. How do I know these things? How did I know to tell Florian Wirtz, shoot less often? And there he pops up and scores. And I needed a game from Florian, and he's delivered. It was close, though. I thought he just might... Oh, it's this side that put him onside. And here we go. One of these nutty games that could end 5-4. One area's picked up a little bit. It's not so bad now. but he's gone back again. It's time to change the people up top now. Musiala and One Area. Musiala's improving, but One Area is not. And it is a chance for Leandro to come and show me what he can do. Musiala, the left wing, of course. And I did rest the left wing. I told you he'd have a bad game. But he has now gone up to 6.8, but he's getting very tired. Lauren cannot play on that side, but we'll play him there if necessary. Florian Wirtz can go up there if he's got any puff left. I think we probably need to take Musiala off, actually. So we will put Florian Wirtz out onto the left wing. And then we will bring on Karaoke, who will come on and play in midfield. Goalkeeper's having an absolute shocker, as well as Marcos, so we'll take Marcos off. I don't know how the game works out, the goalkeeper ratings. I've no idea. But I don't think he was responsible for either of the two goals. The first one was an absolutely shocking error, so I don't quite know why he takes the blame for that. And the second one, could he have done better? It didn't look to me like he could have done anything. Let's go and have a look at Leeds before we get caught. He's tired. He's not that good. Hard tackle him left foot. And then I don't think we really need to worry too much about him. We probably need to make our substitutions now. But we need to just hold on to this. 3-2, 4-3, it doesn't really matter. It's the 3 points and the goals tally that's important. Now we will make my changes. You can see where we're struggling. And so Lauren is tired. Siedemar can come on for Lauren. And we'll change Landerson for João Neves. And we hopefully now will see this game out. And we do have a free kick. Come on, Borja. Let's do something special with this. That's a lovely pass. Siedemar has acres of space. Into the Velociraptor. Another chance, but it gone begging. Wirtz, can you turn it around here? He has managed to turn it around. And he's back attacking the goal. Lovely little back flick. It's come out to Moscato, who's going to drive one. And it is 4-2. And that is something you don't see often. Gabriel Moscato rifling in one from the edge of the box. You don't see that often. And it's now 4-2. And I think that's probably a lovely little back heel there from Wirtzy. And it's now 4-2. What a team this is. And it's a shame we didn't go on with this save for real, because this is becoming just like a world-class team. This team, for those who don't know, this is the, almost without Mbappe, it is the team that we finished off our journeyman save with. We had worked our way from nothing to this Newcastle team. We stopped it when we won our fourth major trophy, and then that was done. It took 10 seasons. We won 30 trophies in all in 5 countries. And that, without Mbappe, was the team that we ended up with. What a team it has become. I think we were 3 seasons at Newcastle trying to win the Champions League. We'd won all the other intercontinental trophies. It was the last one left. And go on, Karaoke. Karaoke's through. He's been tripped, I think. That looked a trip to me, referee. And needed to get there quicker. Who was that? but we've won the ball. And I really have no idea how this tactic is so good. And Cedar made it 5. And that's it. Leeds are gone. And it's an extra goal for us as well. So 5-2 now. Those 2 mistakes were just a blip. And we're back rocking and rolling. Another 30-yard shot. Their goalkeeper should be having a poor rating. He's let 2 of those in. What's his rating, I wonder? He's on a 6.4 as well. And he hasn't done himself any favours. And I think we just need to... I don't think I've got any more subs left, have I now? Just put this game to bed, boys. Another one would be nice. Another goal would be lovely. And here's Velasco has made it 6. It is a brilliant result again. And I've also tested this tactic with Aston Villa. And Aston Villa scored 101 goals in the Prem. They did concede a lot. I guess because their defence isn't as good. They finished 9th. But they were unfortunate because they only had a squad of 19. Because the director of football just released the squad. Players in the squad. And at the end of the season, they had the most horrific injury crisis that I've ever seen. So they lost their last 8 games. So I would have, if they had a full squad, they would have done a lot better. So even then they scored 101 goals in the Prem. And we are doing really well here. What happened to Manchester City? 2-2 with Southampton. They won't be pleased with that. Chelsea beat Liverpool and have jumped up. 4 points now separate us and Chelsea. We have to play Southampton next. Who'll be cock-a-hoop after their draw? The Velociraptor. Cock-a-hoop after their draw. Yeah, I was angry. I was very angry after that first half. What, they leak things to the press, these players, don't they? And when is the next game? Do we have a rest? Yep, it's a week. So they don't need to be rested. So the good start, 10 goals for, 3 against. That means that we are up to 151 now. And I would say we're going to do this. We're going to beat the 202. I think pretty comfortably. If we can keep this kind of form up. We're probably going to go and have another couple of games where we don't win. It's pretty much a theme when playing. He's happy with the playing time. Well, he should be. He's been playing every game. So he should be happy. I can't play him anymore unless he wants to go and play for Barcelona as well. It's just bonkers. Southampton, bottom of the league team. Drew with Manchester City, did you? That explains everything. Very poor chances from set pieces. They're not good at set pieces. And we need to go near post now. Yeah, we're already on near post. Do I need to look at this? We should be just walking all over them. They play direct counter-attack. It's an awkward style of play, direct counter-attack, because it is a combination of like a control possession and an attempt to get behind you. It's an awkward one to address. So I'm going to lift the line up. I don't like this one. Yeah, we'll start with a higher line. I don't like this tactic. But we should be fine. I do want to just check on their wingers. inverted again. So we will ask the wing backs to just trigger press a little bit more than they normally are asked to. That's okay. Evening, Callum. How are you doing? Yeah, we were just, if you look at the comment above, we had a chat about, I honestly don't believe what I saw. That is the way I feel about it. I honestly actually don't believe what I saw. And it was the old United of absolute defiance. We are not going to lose. And that came out in the last 5 minutes or so. And I wish they could have that defiance every week. But it's week in, week out, they don't show that kind of mentality. They don't show that old Manchester United that we refuse to lose. But football is football. That was just unbelievable. The record was 41. Oh, Benfica have gone above us, have they? Benfica have scored 43 goals in the Champions League. That is a lot. Could do with Tottenham doing us a favour here and beating Chelsea, or is that in the Cup? We will be playing in the Champions League very soon. Liverpool won 8-2. That was the playoffs, wasn't it? So Chelsea unfortunately beat Tottenham 5-2. Everybody's playing with this WM system, I think. There's a lot of high-scoring games going on. I don't think I need to worry too much about Southampton. Velociraptors injured. Yeah, I'm going to go with that. Because the last time I went all attacking, I lost the game. So we're going to go with that. What did you think, Callum? Did you watch the game? Words fail me, really. He wants to drop Ramirez. He is a decent goalkeeper. Let's give him a game. Peterson, Bajcetic, Landerson, Neves, Waneri. I'm not opposed to that, apart from the left back. It's the left back area that worries me. Arwell Davis is enjoying playing as the winger. So let's give him a game as the left winger. And we'll put Stimac on the bench with Van. And then Marcos can come off there. Wirtz can come on for Marcos. Marcos, good player, but he's a bit out of form. Moscardo should be playing more. Just can't afford to. Not yet. Siedemar is not a midfielder. Velociraptor is injured. This might be a game for Andrew Hatch. Might be a game for Andrew Hatch. Kamalo as the trouble is, once again, Florian Wirtz, of course, can play as the left winger. So we're all right. Give Mbappe, Carioca, Musiala a rest. Marcos gets a rest. And I think I'm happy with that. And Southampton, they're going to sit back, aren't they, and try to catch us on the break. There's nothing I can do about this. They're just going to have to try and catch us on the break. We need 3 points here. We desperately need to try and pull away from these teams. because we'll be back doing the European stuff very soon. Andrew Hatch is going to be a very good player and does deserve some game time. It's just, how do you give these players game time? Southampton would be good to give him 30 minutes. He's one of our own, Andrew Hatch. He's going to be an excellent player. Yeah, I can't sell you. Nobody wants you. End of story. There's nothing I can do about it. And let's go. And he wants to play very attacking. I'm not allowed to do that. I am not allowed. I'm constricted by the rules. But look at that team. I mean, if we can't beat Southampton with that football team, then we are in big trouble. So let's go and hopefully pick up another 3 points here, boys. All it will be is about the way that Leeds play. I suspect they're going to play narrow, same as we've been up against before. I need to make sure these guys are not dominating. He has caused me problems in the past, but with one central defender, probably not a good idea to tight mark him. And then once again we will tell the inverted fullbacks to just press a little more. Just try and keep them away from the corners. I expect nothing but a win. Expecting solid defensive work to my poor one central defender. But I am expecting absolutely brilliant, blistering pace and speed and good finishing from my front four. Nothing else will do. My front five, in fact. You watched the Spurs game, put the Man United game on after the... What was the Spurs game like? It kind of got overshadowed. I know Solanke got a penalty early on, and then nothing much after that seemed to happen. I don't know, what was it like? We're still on course for a... Look how we are dominating them. They're totally pushed back. Still on course for a Spurs United final. That'll be just like two of the worst teams in the Prem playing in the final of the Europa League. It'll be Spurs all out attack against the team who can't defend and can't attack. It's just going to be an interesting game. Go on, Gray. Go on, you're through, son. Oh, he's hit the side netting. What a chance. We can't afford to do a Manchester City here, boys. We've really got to put Southampton to bed. I can play with the lines, so I am considering coming into a mid-block. It often solves the problem when you're not getting shots on target for some reason. I think the game is just telling me they're sitting deep, and unless we score very soon, I will go into that low block or a mid block. And we've got one though. João Neves has poked one away, and it is 1-0. Newcastle Crystal Palace. Blimey, I saw the highlights, and actually it's done me the power of good in terms of the Fantasy Premier League. I've now gone top of the Old Man Phil Fantasy Premier League. I think I have now gone top of the league. So yeah, what a game. Interesting, Newcastle scored 5 and Isak only got 1. That's interesting. But it does seem to me that Jacob Murphy and Barnes are playing out their skins at the moment. Both of them. They are very dangerous out wide, Newcastle, with those two players. Very dangerous. And here's Lauren. Go on, son. Go on. Up the touchline. Let's have another one. Into the box. The goalkeeper's come and got it. Good goalkeeping. And how are you doing, James? I didn't see you there. It's good to see you. And welcome back to this Newcastle save. And that wasn't very clever. Who was that? But that's better. And now Lauren's got space. Poor pass, though. Very poor pass. Our passing's a bit dodgy, isn't it? But, well, as it stands, I would say we're not playing very well. Our passing's well dodgy. But that's lovely. Get in there, Gray. This time, he's missed it again. Gray is not in form at the moment. Hi, Nick for Life. How are you doing? Collab with Omega Luke. I don't think he would be that interested in collaboration, to be honest with you. The bigger channels don't... What was that pass? The bigger channels don't generally collab with smaller channels like myself. But, yeah, would be nice one day to do something good with a really big channel. I'd look forward to that. James Isak looked to be a little bit annoyed about You think so? It's possible that they're not feeding him as much as giving him the service as much as they used to, but that's because they're full of confidence, and they're taking it on themselves. So it could be that. And it's like possibly like you think about Hoyland. I feel so sorry for Hoyland because Garnacho never gives him the ball. I've never seen Garnacho pass the ball to him. Garnacho is just mad, and he just tries to do everything by himself. He wants to be the only person on the pitch, and he drives me crazy, Garnacho. And if I was centre forward playing with him, I'd be furious every game. Furious. Hey, Kagri, how are you doing? Good to see you in the stream. We're doing this crazy Newcastle thing with the WM tactic. And so far, so good. We have 202 goals to beat in the season. And so far, we're on course. But Southampton are defending very well. I'm just going to do a little bit of an experiment here. I'm going to pull us back into a low block and see if that pulls Southampton out. I can't meddle with the attacking, and I can't do anything else other than change the lines. So dropping into a low block might pull Southampton out a bit, giving us some space to work in. But we're not playing very well up front, not converting our chances. Thanks, Nick. That's really kind of you. I do appreciate it. Thank you very much. I'm trying to... Actually, there's a few videos waiting to come out, but I'm actually trying to lose weight at the moment, so I'm walking a lot. And that is taking the place of doing videos. But hopefully we'll get those new videos out as soon as possible. 2 will be in-game management. I got a new tactic that I'm working on as well. So hopefully, I'm going to say I'm not happy. Really not happy with your performance. That was absolutely shocking. Guehi appeared to lack belief. 1-0 against Southampton. And centre mid has come on. Let's type mark him. I don't care what Guehi thinks. Although he will go into a sulk now. The others all appreciated they were not good enough. So I can say that I'm very happy with the solid defensive work. The midfielders look like they weren't that bad. And we'll tell him he looked to switch off. One area was like, what are you doing? I think it's a perfectly reasonable thing to do. I think the better your team, the more it will work. If you've got a weak team, I wouldn't bother with it. I certainly wouldn't play this with my Ipswich team. You've got to have a very strong team. Villa did well with it, so a team of the strength of Villa, you could do it with a team like Aston Villa. The worse your defence, the worse your players in defence, the more goals you'll concede. That's the problem with it. Oh, he's missed that as well. How did you miss that? We're absolutely tanking them, but I have a funny feeling this Southampton team are going to break away and score very soon. And not quite sure what to do. We're playing in the low block now, and we're absolutely tanking them. I don't know what else to do. I'm not allowed to tamper with anything else. So here they come. Is this where they're going to break away? Here they come. Masses of them going forward. We've got 3 back. And we're in trouble. And there it is. No, he's hit the post. Teams will score against us. That's why it's so important to score goals. They're not doing that bad. He's lost focus, so we need to tell him to focus. And immediately he's responded. Why did he lose focus? Because of the dressing room talk. He appeared to be a bit confused. Penalty, ref. That looks like a Stonewall penalty to me. Who do I think will win the Champions League? I'm going to go along with everybody else. I like the look of that Barcelona team. I really do like the look of them. But Harry Kane has a point to prove, and that Bayern Munich defence is very solid. And Inter Milan also very solid defensively. And I think if one of those two can play well defensively against Barcelona, it is possible. It is possible. So, yeah, I'm going to go along with the rest. I'm going to say not Barcelona, PSG. What am I talking about? Not Barcelona, PSG. They look very, very good to me. They look extremely good. And it's a different PSG team to the ones we knew of old. They're just like they're not bringing in mega superstars anymore. And they've got one back. Southampton are going to get a 2-2 draw here like they did with City, aren't they? Yeah, James, agree with you. Tonali is an exceptional player. Had him in my team here for several seasons. And a very, very good player in real life. And he's bossing the midfield for them. I think you're right. He's doing an extremely good job. Yeah, I agree, Callum. The challenge from the Frankfurt goalkeeper was outrageously daft. But there you go. Football again, isn't it? People do daft things. Like Nick Pope did against Crystal Palace. And then Eze went and did something even more daft. Which, this is football. Kamalo is going to come on and play for Gray, even though he's a bit apprehensive. Landerson is nervous. Might as well take him off then. Andrew Hatch is going to come on. And it's difficult one here. He's not playing that bad, and Bajcetic is a little tired. Bless his cotton socks. So Moscardo can come on. We need to do better. 2-1 is never enough. Come on, boys. Come on. Who's going to step up? That's not good enough. They do seem to be taking the ball off us quite a lot. But there's not much I can do about that. I would say dribble less, but Not much I can do. I'm not allowed to change that one. That's a nice pass. And that's a penalty, ref. I think he's going to give me 2 penalties in one game. That's it. A definite penalty, though. I heard the contact from here. Penalty awarded. Let's tell... we need to have a word with Kamalo, who's a bit apprehensive. Guehi is complacent. We need to fire him up. He's a bit apprehensive. So we'll tell him, we'll just encourage him. I could tell him, and he's nervous. Nervous, we'll just, calm down. Calm down, boys. This is Southampton you're playing against. But these are the games that you drop points in. Not the Manchester Cities or Manchester Uniteds or Chelsea's. These are the games teams drop points against. Oh, finally, João Neves, though. What a substitution. And it is now 3-1. He was a bit quick off. What about Desiree Doué? Great player. Great player. Young as well, and he's going to be something very, very special, I think. It's his reading of the game. It's his vision of the game. Can see the game ahead of anybody else. He almost like can see what's going to happen. I like him a lot. Okay. More substitutions on the way. Time to give Borgia's tired. So Jesus Abba will come on. Peterson's on a yellow card. So it might be a good idea to pop Van on there. And then hopefully we will see this out. Get another one, boys. Come on, get another one. Leeds are getting tired now. 30 shots, 13 on target only. I think we just about edged this one. As Jesus Abba straight away. Header from the near post. What a player. He probably doesn't fancy coming on for 5 minutes either. The other thing that I don't know is what's gone wrong with Martinez. He doesn't look very secure to me, Martinez, at the moment. I got him in my fantasy team, but I'm thinking about taking him out because he doesn't look very secure at the moment. Looks very nervous in games. Doesn't look the ticket to me. Let's calm down, Leandro. Everything's okay. But it's going to be an interesting last few games of the season. Last 5 games or 6 games or so. And I'm actually, although the title's pretty much won, I'm actually looking forward to the games. Because so many teams still can get into Europe. And even now where there might be 6, 7 places available for some sort of European competition, maybe even 8 places, so many teams can get into Europe. And if Tottenham or Manchester United win the Europa, they will be in the Champions League, which makes a mockery really of it. We could have 7 teams in the Champions League. So I'm looking forward to the run-in, to be honest, including the European competition. What a strike that was from Neves. 4-1. 28 clean sheets. Who's that for? Trafford or for Martinez? I don't think it's Martinez. I don't think Martinez has got 28 clean sheets, has he? What a strike that was. Half volley. And it's now 4-1. And Trafford. That's awesome. I don't think so, Nick. Teams that I think might miss out are Bournemouth and Fulham. Even teams like Aston Villa could well miss out. Forest as well. They are failing at the moment, Forest, and they've got to stop losing. Forest have to stop losing because they could easily slip out of the places very soon if they don't. So it's just going to be very interesting. I have no idea really who's going to make it, apart from Liverpool and Arsenal. The rest are so close together that it's just impossible to call. Neves, 4 goals for Neves. What a player. Including that last goal, which was absolutely delightful. And then, who have we got now? We've got the FA Cup game now coming up against Manchester City. This is a big, big game. Getting past Manchester City means I think we'll win the FA Cup. Don't get past Manchester City. Obviously, we're not going to win the FA Cup. But it doesn't help the goals we score. We got another 4, so that's 14. So we're now at 156. So we're doing okay. I mean, looking at this, it doesn't really matter. It's just we play in a certain way, and we ain't changing it. It's against the rules to change it, so we have to just see how we get on. I think we are going to win the title. I'll be very surprised if we don't win the title. They're good at set pieces. I think we should do some defensive set pieces work. Brilliant passers of the ball. And there's really not much I can say in terms of weakness. Yeah, they're going to play control possession again, inside forwards. Torres might be the man that I need to take out, as well as Foden. And as well as making sure my IFBs are closing down enough. "2011, Nick, was the first time I ever played Football Manager. I don't think it came in a box even. I downloaded it. I was playing Top 11 at the time, and I found it too easy. Somebody then said, "Oh, you should go and try and play Football Manager." I'd never heard of it. And so bought it, and well, the rest is history. Played it every year since. And it's the kind of game that you can't stop playing. And defending corners. Oh, I think we're going to get slapped by Manchester City, though. We're due a slapping, and this might be it. Oof, no. This is all wrong. Velociraptor. We need to play the first team, so the big boys need to come back in. Musiala and Lauren's okay. Arwell Davis in at wing back with Mbappe. Actually, we'll do that. No, we won't. Gray, Mbappe, and then so Lauren and Musiala, Mbappe, and then where's Gray? So Gray. What am I doing? That doesn't work either. Mbappe up front. Musiala will go into midfield for Waneri. Neves will come in after his stunning performance. Neves, Musiala, that's good. Joe, where is he? Where is me boy? So I have Florian Wirtz. Can't get in the team. Where's João Neves? Oh, he's up here. So João Neves comes in here. And Florian Wirtz in here. Davis, Peterson and Abba at the back with Ramirez. And then on the bench, Steamach on the bench with Van Van, Landerson, Moscardo, the Velociraptor. Oops. Landerson, the Velociraptor, a winger, Waneri instead of Kumalo. Pretty decent team. We'll give City a game, I think, but I got a funny feeling somebody is going to give me a good spanking soon, and it could be this City game. Oh, Bajcetic is out, is he? That's a blow. Guehi is my initial thought instead of Bajcetic. Moscardo might not be a bad option either, but I'm going to go with Guehi. Bit of experience in there. Andrew Hatch, Wilson, Carioca, Kamala. Yeah, that'll do. This is the big one. Oh, it's an FA Cup game. Oh, we knew that. It's not going to affect the points we've got, but I'd like to go through because it's all about goals. What was Velosso's promise? What did I promise him? The Velociraptor wants more playing time. I don't know where he's going to get it from. Could drop Musiala. Musiala hasn't been playing great. Let's give the Velociraptor a game there. I'm not quite sure he's on the right side. So we'll switch those over. Go and do your stuff. Oh, Bajcetic is fit and able to play, is he? But I don't like the way he looks. So we will put him instead of Musiala. Musiala can come on for Siedema. He's not starting. He's not in a condition to start for me. Manchester United 4, Slavia Prague 1. Come on, boys. We've got this. Low block. I'm going to go with what he says. I think we might do okay with a low block. I don't know why I think that, but I think just getting bodies in front, behind the ball might help us out a little bit. No, we don't do never press. And then we'll just do what we do. Stephen Roberts is a very good player. This guy's a very good player as well. And then Foden needs tight marking, as well as Fidel Torres. We've been on a good run, boys. Let's not let it not come to an end. Although somebody is going to hurt me at some point. Don't like him as a player. And Haaland's only skill is scoring goals. Yeah, but he does that quite well. He does it reasonably well. And City are missing him now that he's gone. It's odd. Same as Rodri. They miss Rodri big time. And I think with the amount of injuries Rodri has, I often wonder, is his... Oh, he doesn't miss. He does not miss. Somebody was going to give me a spanking. It could be this. And we got caught on the break there, didn't we? So I'm going to I made a bad decision there. Let's push the lines up. City are not going to sit back. And so we'll push the lines up. I made an error. Bad call there. But, like, give Haaland a big hole in there, which there was. He's going to cause problems. But it might be a high-scoring game. That could be the only goal of the game. Who knows how this is going to pan out. This is my first team, what I think is my best team at the moment. So if they can't win this, I'd say 8 times out of 10 they'd win this game. Oh, but at the moment, that's not a good sign. Hitting the crossbar in FM is never a good sign. Hit the crossbar twice, or the crossbar on the post, and that's an even worse sign. It's a sign that something's not working. What's he given there? Is he given a penalty? That's our 3rd penalty in 2 games. He is looking as if he's waiting for VAR. There's a bit of a melee going on behind him. It's awarded. Where's João? João Neves to step up. Come on, we need this. We need goals, goals, goals. Go on. Oh, it's Florian Wirtz this time. And he's packed it away. And it is now 1-1. And maybe we needed to play with a high line. I think I made a bad call there with the low block. Sometimes, though, just pays to go with what the assistant says. He hasn't said that in a while. And I can understand why he said it, to get bodies behind the ball, because we are a bit light at the back. But then it stopped us attacking so much. So, not a bad call to actually push the line back up. And we've got the momentum now. And we're certainly causing City some problems, as this team should be. But if they have a bad day, they have a bad day, and they had an awful day, 2 days, a couple of weeks ago, when they lost 2 games. What a chance! It's 2-0, and Lauren has made it 2-0. And what's he doing out on the left wing? He should not be playing on the left wing. That's another bad call on my part. What I might do is switch those over. That'll confuse Man City. But Lauren, good enough just to come in. Can't play on the left wing, but he's gone. What I'll do is switch Gray up top and then put Mbappe on the left wing. And that should confuse City a little bit. That we switched them around a little bit. And so we're in front. And well done, boys, for getting back after such an awful defensive error. But that was I'm going to claim that as my error. But the boys have put it right after we put it right tactically. Everybody seems to be composed and happy. Nothing to worry about there. There's not really much to worry about from City either. Just the one effort, whereas we have been totally dominant. I expect City to have the ball, playing control possession, and us playing really direct, counter-attacking stuff. But that doesn't matter. Possession doesn't win football matches. Lovely pass to Wirtz. Lovely pass. Now do something with that pass. Not very good at all. Arwell Davis, probably the best left-back, left wing in the world. Inside to Guehi. Lovely pass. The Velociraptor. Make your mind up. He's gone for goal. And he couldn't really decide what he wanted to do there. The Velociraptor. In the end, he put his foot through it and couldn't find the target. City are well beaten at the moment, but we need more goals. Just because we are hammering them doesn't mean that they are not going to score. But at half-time we'll say we're fairly happy, but I know that they can do better. Just keep going. You were not that bad. Akim Gray isn't looking that great. I don't think there's anything we need to do in terms of the opposition. We just need to keep going. We do have another corner. Jesus Abba near post. No, it's gone far post, and it's Jesus Abba at the far post. And we've made it 3-1. And this is a good result. If we can keep this going to the end, this will be a good result in the cup. Mbappe's corner. And we switched it over there to far post from near post. No, I did go far post, didn't I? Because City are... Yeah, I think I did change it over to far post, which would be quite interesting. I can't do it from there. Can't look from there. So if I go and have a look at set pieces, we are on near post. So that was kind of like just an odd corner. And there's Haaland again, and they have scored. Easy as that. That was as easy as that. It's now 3-2. It's one of these games. Yep, Haaland always scores 2 whenever, which doesn't matter what team I am playing with. It does not matter. Haaland always gets 2 when I play against him. I could be playing for Valencia B team, and Haaland will score twice against me. I could play manager of Liverpool. Haaland will score twice against me. It doesn't matter who it is. He always gets 2. It's a bit like Harry Kane in the old days. Harry Kane, when I first started playing this game, always got 2 against me as well. I don't know why he picks that. So we're now only 3-2, and we've absolutely blown them away. But Haaland is too dangerous. And I think I am going to go and just say type mark him. We've got to stop him. It will leave spaces for the other players. Jesus Abba, no, not this time. I mean, we've been totally the better team, but that doesn't actually matter. We need to score more goals than them, and at the moment we're just about edging it. Akim Gray has got better since we moved him up top, but not good enough. I think it's probably time we made some changes. The WM doesn't look very good today. Probably time we made a couple of changes. A couple of tired players up here. I'm going to play Musiala up top. And who's the most tired? Looks like the Velociraptor's very tired. Landerson can come on for him. Goalkeeper Ramirez is having another shocker. But then again, I can't say that it's his fault. And Lauren is very tired looking out there. I don't know how the game works out that those goals were the goalkeeper's fault, because it looked to me like he didn't have a hope. Oh, again, over the crossbar. I've made an even more crazy version of this, have you? Oh my goodness me. The goals are flying in, are they? Oh, that would be so funny. I'd love to see that in action. Don't was with Newcastle try wonder half field shots. Tight angle shots. This team and the way they're set up, they just try shots from everywhere. And we've got one. It's now 4-2. And now... But that is insane. 2 strikers. So you have 3 at the back. You've moved the two midfield centres up to... Okay. That's insane. Yeah, you've got a lot of attacking going on then. So you've got these 2 boys up in here. So you've got 4 across that line. 2 strikers. You've got 6 across that line with the 2. Yeah, an interesting version of it. Goals will be flying in, I expect. And let's put City to bed. We have beaten City 6-2 once at the beginning of the season. So, and Haaland got 2 in that game as well. And that's gone in as well. It's gone in off own goal by Gvardiol. It's 5-2. Are we going to repeat the 6-2 that we gave them? This is insane. This tactic is crazy. It's attack, attack, attack. Yeah, I think Gray might have been offside there. I mean, Musiala might have been offside. Let's make these final changes. Mbappe is very tired. So I'm going to push Arwell Davis up there. And Steve Match can come on here. And is it Neves, Wirtz, or Arwell Davis? It's a tough one to call. I can't take Arwell Davis off, but probably Neves is the best one to take off. Bajcetic doesn't like to play in that. Oh, can't make any more. Let's go and finish him off, boys. 5-2, not happy. Let's go and finish him off. 7. We want 7. If Joe was here, he'd want 10. 3-2, 3-2. Are you letting goals in, though? You letting goals in, Jason? Yes, I would be very, very surprised if teams are not scoring against you as well. Very surprised. Unless the team is so dominant that the other team can't get hold of the ball to attack. Which I think a lot of what happens here at Newcastle. We're just so dominant, the other team really can't attack. They're just defending all the time. And I think that's what happens with this team. Where's Haaland? Don't let him get another one. That's it. Well done, Jesus Abba. He's still on a 7.7 despite conceding 2. Oh, nice. Unlucky. Unlucky. Come on, focus, boys. It's a 90-minute game, not an 80-minute game. And Torres has put one in. And now it's 5-3. It's one of these games. It's basically a 3-2. 3-2. So, yeah, do the opposition score a lot of goals? You'd have to have a very good defence. I'm playing with 3 at the back leaves huge gaps. So you'd have to have a very, very good defence. But we are 4th in the rankings in defensive stuff, so we're not doing too bad. Jesus Abba's the only one who's had a good game at the back. But come on, see this out. 5-3 will be fine. Yeah, it is quite fun. This is quite fun. I mean, even when you lose, it's still funny to watch. And we have lost games that I can't understand why we've lost them. Penalty, ref. When did he get injured? I didn't see that. So what does it say about him? Doesn't say that he's carrying a knock and wants to come off. But here's it 4. Oh, they almost made it 5-4. We get a lot of them. Yeah, good teams like the Man City have just scored 3 against us. Good teams will score against you. Penalty. He's given another penalty. That's like, how many penalties have we had in this episode? This must be penalty number 4. That would make it 6-3. Who's taking it is the question. Florian, I guess. It's going to be Vertzi. He doesn't miss many. It's now 6-3. Come on, referee. It's game over. 16th goal of the season for Verts. It must be game over, referee. And we'll be into the semi-finals. Quarter-finals. And that's it, 6-3. That was a good win. Despite the fact we conceded 3, that's a good win. Who's left in? Arsenal beat Liverpool. Interesting. Arsenal have beaten us in the Champions League this year. So it's not all done. One area out for 1 to 3 days. Another winger injured. And that's good news. That's good news. When is the next game? 3 days' time. Let's rest them. Okay, that's good. Let's continue. Watford up next. 19th in the Premier League. This should be a walk in the park, but it never is. Moore wants Nottingham Forest. Is that his old team, is it? Or just because he thinks they're weak? So we want to be near post. And we want to focus on attacking. So attack near post. And No, I'm going to actually listen to him because the last time I interfered with that, we lost. So I'm going to listen to him this time. Watford will play direct football, won't they? Wing play, slightly direct. So I will... Actually, I'm going to keep the line higher. Normally, I'd pull the line back, but I'm just going to keep the line higher. And just check out that... Yeah, because they're going to play narrow as well. And we should be beating these no problem. And this is where I usually allow my assistant to rotate the team against these lower league teams. So we need a left back on the bench. Where's Steve Match? Steve Match is there. And then we should have... Oh, yeah, Marcos can play right back. Jesus, Abba. Moscardo. Let's give Marcos the day off. Moscardo and Neves. I don't think so. Siedemar, the Velociraptor. Siedemar, Andrew Hatch. can't be Siedemar and Kamalo. Yeah, we'll go along with that. We'll go along with that. This is the one I think that's possibly going to go wrong. The last game of the session, I think this is the one that's going to go wrong. I dread playing against teams in the bottom three. Always. Oh, the draw for the... Did the FA Cup get drawn? Do we know? No, still unknown. The draw for the last 16. This will be interesting. Come on, who are we going to get? Some big teams in there. 4 British teams. Tottenham, Man United, Liverpool and Newcastle. So Man United, Dortmund. Oh my goodness me, Jason. 6 clear-cut chances, 7 half chances, XG of 5. Atletico Madrid, we'll have that one. Who's left then? There's quite a few teams left, yeah. We'll have Bilbao, Arsenal. Certainly don't want Arsenal. Arsenal, Tottenham. If Tottenham can do everybody a big favour there. Then Bilbao. We'll have Bilbao. Real Madrid. This is Benfica. Benfica have just beaten our record. That is the team that we're going to get. They've just had an email saying that Benfica have just beaten our record for goals scored in the Champions League. That is who we're going to get. Barcelona and Bayern or Blumeneri. Bayern. We're going to get Benfica. Of course we are. This is it. This is the one. No, it's not. We must have been out earlier. Oh, we've got Olympic Lyon. It's already been drawn. Already been drawn. Lille versus Newcastle. We've got that one. We got that, no problem. Quarterfinals, here we come. Watford, I'm not quite so sure about. FA Cup quarterfinal, we skipped that one. Newcastle got West Ham. Should be able to win that one. So when we came in, we had 141 goals. We've now got 100 goals in the Prem already. So 141. 141, where did we come in here? 145, 151, 155. We've now got 161. We've got 100 goals in the Prem already. Your strikers are awful. So are mine in this team sometimes, even though they're the best in the world. Like, they're sometimes dreadful. Oh, boy. Gotta love Football Manager. It's only Guehi who's not training very well. I'll have a word with him this time. It's enough ignoring it. Okay. I'm going to leave the line high because even though they're playing wing play, I don't think... I really think that the line should be standard. Just to give our defence time. I'm actually going to make that call now. That we should have a standard line. It's about giving our measly defence a little bit more time to deal with them trying to go outside us. I'm happy with the team, so we don't need to do anything more. Press with higher intensity. I'm not quite sure what he means by that, but I think what he means is trigger press. No, can't be that. Not quite sure what he means by that. He doesn't want us to regroup. But I can't because that's against the rules. I think the only thing I might change... In fact, there's nothing I want to change. So let's submit this team and let's get going. The only thing I will change is the inverted fullbacks and get them just closing down a bit more again. So this is the final game of the session today. We are hopefully going to dispatch Watford. I'm expecting today. Hopefully we are going to put Watford away. We don't never press. And I want these two tight marked. And I want my inverted fullbacks closing down a bit more. And that's what we're going to do. And let's go and play this game. Come on! 5 games, 5 wins would be lovely. Watford scare the living daylights out of me. Let's give them 6. Let's put my nerves away. It's a good team. It's not my first team, but it's a very good team. There's 3 very big boys at the back as well. They should be able to deal with Watford. Nicely done, nicely done. Borgia, Lauren, come on, move it quickly, quickly, quickly. Oh, Lauren, what have you done? I'm not quite sure we should regroup against, but that's part of the team instruction, the setup instruction, is because in the 50s they would, like, when they lost the ball, they just ran back, all of them, as fast as they could to try and win the ball back. So that's why we've got regroup on. Oh, I thought that was the opening goal. It was Borgia who made the mistake again. He is not as good as Jesus Abba. He is nowhere near as good as Jesus Abba, and this is why I have kittens against teams like Watford. 19th in the league. They can't beat anybody up to now. And suddenly we come along and they can beat us quite easily. Come on, this is ridiculous. Nicely defended though, but we've got to get out of there. Good tackle. Well done, Lauren. Well done. Doing your defensive duty, even on an attack duty. Okay, this isn't working out. We've got the match momentum. It's just not looking very pretty for us. But it is slightly rotated. It's nowhere near the first team. Go on, Lauren. Get in. It's 1-0. Can I be a little less nervous? No, not at all. Not playing with one central defender who's not at his best at the moment, Borgia. But we do need to rest Jesus Abba. But Lauren was looking sharp for the first 13 minutes. He's got his reward. They are coming down the middle. Surprisingly, unsurprisingly, they're trying to get through the middle. That's why we need to close them down. They've equalised already. And I am actually going to push the line up, because most of their play is down the middle. And they've got... Well, our lead lasted a minute. I tell you what, these teams in 19th and 20th give me kittens. Even 18th and 17th. I just do not like playing against them. We just smashed City. And we hammered Manchester United. And Watford we can't play against. Oh, boy. It is a long way into the future, James. A long way into the future. And this is simply not good enough, boys. We have to be better than this. A draw I will not be happy with. Not against Watford. We are still going to remain on top. Chelsea must be losing then, are they? No, they're beating Manchester City. So I will not be happy with a draw, though. That will pull Chelsea within 2 points of us. I'm going to actually demand more. This is not good enough. They need to do better. Penalty. We've got another penalty. This is outrageous. We've had 5 penalties. 5 penalties within the last 3 games. 4 games. Who's it? Is Florian on the pitch? No, Florian's not on the pitch. Who's going to take this then? Akim Gray? No. It's going to be Musiala. And he's not going to miss either. We have so many good penalty takers. I think if one of our games has to go to penalties, we must win it. We have so many people who can take a good penalty. Now, come on, boys. Build on this. This is like, do not go and give away another goal. Pushing the line up has helped. I think that helped, going to a high line. Because they were, and you can see they're still going mostly down the middle. But yeah, the high line is helping as well as stepping out. It was nicely done. Go on, Gray. Go on, son. He's in. Oh, that would have been a brilliant goal. He blazed it over the bar. What was that about? Again, come on. We need this 3rd goal, boys. Gives you a little bit of a chance to relax. You know 2-1 isn't going to make me happy. Go on, Lauren. Go on. Lovely pass. Into the box. Headed down. What great football. And again, we can't get it. That was really good one-touch football. Deserved a goal, that. No, that will slow everything down. I don't want to slow everything down. We'll get set pieces anyway. Chance after chance after chance. I forgot to do this. Oh no, I did do this. João Victor. He's having a spanking game. But who's giving him the ball is the question. But yeah, it's kind of like they're settling down into more of a wing play style. But for that first half, they played mostly up the middle. And that's what caught us out. Luke Harris is causing me problems. Yeah, he's having a good game. Let's type mark him as well. He might be the boy who's actually causing the problems, not Victor up top. Come on, Gray. Into the near post. Oh, hit the post. Oh, we have been unlucky. We have been so unlucky. Come on. Let's put this game to bed. It's Watford. It's Watford, not PSG. Borgia's upset now. Come on, let's put this game to bed, boys. We've got this. We've had all the momentum. Go on, go on. Win that ball. Nicely done. Go on. He couldn't quite win it. 5 attempts to get hold of the ball. Oh, big gaps, big gaps. Borgia, focus. 2-2. These teams like Leeds were 2-2 for a long time. Like, how do these teams play so well against this? Is this a case of low block again? That they're just sitting back and then they counter-attack? Let's try a low block. Let's just try a low block. I think you do have to play a low block every time you play a bottom of the league team. Borgia is stressed. Calm down. We've got another penalty, have we? But that one's outside the box. That one's not going to be awarded. It's outside the box. That's definitely outside the box. It's been awarded. That is our 6th penalty in 4 games. Musiala, can you put this one away? He's really stressed. Borgia might have to come off if you don't wise up a bit. And it's now 3-2. I can't believe we've had 6 penalties in 4 games. That's unbelievable. Let's just try and tell him to calm down as well. It's like he's being frustrated and annoyed and... Oh, he's better now. Stressed. Calm down. Just calm down. Come on. Let's get another one. Let's put this game safe. We do not want to be giving another goal away. I need to check where they are focused now. Pretty much the same as before. Nicely done. Bajcetic. Go on. Go on, Bajcetic. What a lovely pass. Musiala's in. Must score. Must be one. Oh, I thought that was flying in. He normally tucks them away. I can't believe we have had 6 penalties. They're still playing down the middle. It's quite strange. You'd expect with this kind of system to see them a little bit more down the flanks. So I might actually focus my play down the flanks. It's one of the things I can do. If they're focused entirely down the middle. Lovely pass. Go on, you've got support. Not how it's meant to be, but there it is. It's 4-2. And finally we can breathe. Watford gave us a game. But I think we can finally breathe now. Just decently rich for a championship team, for sure, for sure. But this is now starting to look like it's job done. Even Borgia, no, he still looks stressed. I think it's time for him to come off. Marcos can come on and play as the centre-back. Or Moscardo. Oh, he's all right now, Borgia. He's okay. Composed again. Everybody seems happy now. Oh, we have an injury. Bajcetic. Looks like a bad one. Potential foot injury. Moscardo can come on there. Do I need to make some more? Not yet. We're still fighting fit. Bajcetic, that looks like a 3 or 4 week, maybe 6 week injury. Losing Bajcetic is a big blow. He's a great player. Nearly 5. Nearly 5. Must be time now. Keep going for a little while. They can keep going. Borgia's winning everything in the air. Winning everything in the air, is he? He's much happier now. Ramirez is having nightmares, giving me nightmares. He may have to be dropped and we'll start playing Pascal Puertes. Who needs resting? Musiala and Gray. So Kamalo can come on. And again, we're struggling for the left wing, aren't we? But I'll put Siedemar. He's not really... Neves, Landerson. Landerson's going to play a lot of football now. Or Moscardo. I don't really want to... So Guehi is tired. Stimac can come on for Guehi. Peterson also probably needs resting. There's a lot of players need resting. But we have another corner. Come on, let's put them away now. Well, that corner didn't come into anything. So, come on, let's put them away. Ooh, Luke Harris. Let's deal with Luke Harris. Who on earth is he? Give him a hard tackle and left foot. So, ask Van. I have got one more sub left. No, I don't. Landerson's very tired. But he hasn't played much. He shouldn't be very tired. So as we are coming to the end of another session, it's Watford 2, Newcastle 4. That will mean that we should go clear of Chelsea at the top. Manchester City hopefully will be declining from now to the run-in. And then all we got to do is see off Chelsea. We have to play Chelsea. So if we beat Chelsea... Well done, Kamalo. Go on, son. Nice pass. Now it's in. Siedemar. It's 5-2. And we just keep going. Oh, I love this tactic. It's so cool. If you have a good team, it is well worth training them to play this. We have destroyed another team. It was touch and go for a while. I was having kittens. I do not like playing teams at the bottom of the league. But we've come through. And we should, we'll be 6 points clear of Chelsea. If everything stays this way, can't see Watford coming back. We just need to see it out. We can score another one as well if you like, boys. You can score another one. Kamalo. It would be nice if Kamalo got a goal. But it's not going to be. Time is ticking over. Oh, one more highlight. It's going to be for Watford, though. Are they going to make it 5-3? Is it going to be 5-3? Or is this a token highlight? It's hit the crossbar. It's a token highlight. It's gone out for a corner. I think that must be it, referee. I think that's time up. We've only got to win the header and then it's time up. He's wasting time, though. It's gone 97. Referee, blow your whistle. He's wasting his own time. Goalkeeper's ball. Nicely done. Time up. That's it. A 5-2 victory. And we keep going. That's played 5, won 5 today. And that's why we have gone 6 points. What happened? Chelsea drew with Manchester City, that's why. And that's why we have gone 6 points clear. As we will go into the next 3 to 6 weeks. Yeah, long one. Quite possibly one of my very best players. we might be getting a lot of that as the season draws to a close. We might find we are getting a lot of injuries. And there you have it. We've played 5. Manchester United 4-1, Leeds 6-2, Southampton 4-1, Manchester City 6-3, and Watford 5-2. And it's been, I would say, a very decent performance. It's been 10 games now that we've won on the spin. Since whatever happened there, I don't know. I will expect that to happen somewhere down here as well. But generally, I think we're going to see more of this in the Premier League. And we're going to go on and win the league. So that's it for tonight. Thank you for coming along. I really do appreciate it. And it's fun talking to you all the time. I love it. And I'm going to be back on Sunday night where we'll play hopefully another 5. Champions League is starting. And so we're going to see how far this tactic goes in the Champions League. Maybe even win it. Who knows? Olympic Lyon waiters. So, thanks for coming along, guys. Not going to enjoy your football over the weekend. I know I certainly will. Lots of games coming up over the weekend. And it's a double game week for my FPL team. Games coming up in the week as well. So enjoy the football on the weekend. All that remains to say now at the moment is stay safe, take care, enjoy the rest of your night, and we'll see you on Sunday. Thank you very much. Thanks, guys.